Hello, and welcome to Utz Quality Foods. Part of the success of Utz Quality Foods is our food safety. This is not only for the safety of our customers, but to each and every one of our associates as well. We are going to discuss food safety, recalls, SQF, HACCP, GMPs, allergens, food defense, and finally, identity preserved foods. We're more focused on food safety now than ever. Many customers have allergies and sensitivities that can potentially be life-threatening. There have been changes in consumers and consumer lifestyles and global consumption, which is changes to the food safety system. It is mandated by law, which is the FDA, the Food and Drug Administration. Plus, there are recalls, which is a company liability, which we want to avoid. Ultimately, we want to make safe food for each and every one that consumes our products. Foodborne illnesses are on the rise. While these statistics are a few years old, you can see the number has gone up year over year. In 2017, there were 48 million sicknesses, 120,000 hospitalizations, and 3,000 deaths. If by taking measures we can reduce any of those numbers, we need to do everything in our power to do so. The Food Safety Modernization Act was the first update to food safety law in a number of years. It is required that there are processes, food allergens, sanitation, and supply chain mitigation steps in place to make sure we are producing safe food. This also requires that we have a recall plan in place in the event that we do need to pull back product that was produced for the safety of our customers. These preventative controls include process preventative controls, which are steps, actions, and checkpoints to ensure the integrity of the food and manufacturing process is safe. Food allergen controls prevent customers from getting sick that may have allergies and sensitivities, as discussed earlier. The sanitation controls as well are the actions and processes taken to make sure that the food is clean and we're starting up on clean equipment. Typically, sanitation is viewed as the end of the process. In reality, it is the beginning. And finally, a recall plan. Our food safety and quality mission statement states that we make safe food for our customers. These objectives give us a mission statement that helps us to make sure we are doing everything needed to produce safe food for our customers. All employees are expected to make food safety and quality critical in their jobs and to always focus to make sure we're doing the necessary steps and processes to make safe food. SQF is a certification that we have at the facilities that allows us to do business with large retailers such as Walmart, Costco, and Sam's Club. It is a food safety standard that we hold to that gives us the ability to look at how our programs and systems are set up and to verify that we are held to those standards on an ongoing basis. This also supports the growth and continuous improvement as we always strive to do better. The consumer complaint process is something that we do need to contend with because there is times customers have feedback. All complaints are logged, addressed, and tracked, and there is a monthly review that includes all of leadership to make sure that we are up to speed and we are making changes necessary to hear our customers and take their feedback. Any food safety issues that are elevated and could potentially cause harm are assessed, the validity of it is determined, as well as a root cause and corrective and preventative actions. We also follow up with the customers to verify that we are indeed making changes to the process to make safe food. Some examples of foreign objects that have been returned by customers you can see here. This includes cardboard, wood, Velcro from a packaging former, bristles off of a cleaning brush or belt, as well as a glove that was baked into product. HACCP is a food safety system designed to protect the foods as it flows through the facility. A HACCP program is required not only by the FDA, but other certifications as well. There are 7 principles of HACCP that include conducting a hazard analysis, identifying the control points, establishing critical limits, establishing monitoring procedures, corrective actions, record keeping, and verification procedures. HACCP focuses on 3 types of hazards: physical, chemical, and biological. Physical is anything metal, plastic, wood, stones, or anything that's not supposed to be in the product. Chemicals can include allergens, toxins, sanitation chemicals, and maintenance lubricants. Biological is anything pathogens. Out of the 3, the biological is the most hazardous because it cannot be seen and can cause potential death. Critical control points, or CCPs, are a step in the process that is used to prevent, reduce, or eliminate the possibility of a food safety hazard. At Utz Quality Foods, metal detection, frying, baking, and allergens are all CCPs. Some facilities do not use baking or frying, so it's going to depend on which facility you are at. The FDA defines a choking hazard as anything that is 7 to 25 millimeters in length and can cause harm. GMPs are something that you will hear quite often during your time at Utz Quality Foods. GMPs are practices and procedures that are conducted by food processors to ensure the safety of food for human consumption. GMPs encompass everything that does not fall under the HACCP or traditional preventative control programs. Hand washing. Hand washing is key when walking into a production facility and needs to occur when entering the floor. When walking into the production, processing, or packaging area, after breaks, lunches, using the restroom, smoking, or handling non-food grade materials. Food contact gloves should be used when dealing with any non-packaging components, and if gloves become contaminated or soiled, you must change your gloves. In the event you use the restroom and wash your hands, when you walk onto the production floor, you do need to wash your hands again. Hairnets should be worn covering the ears in the examples you can see in front of you. All facial hair, including mustaches and beards, must be covered as well. Gum, mints, cough drops, and medicine are not allowed on the production or warehouse floor. Eating is not permitted on the floor as well, with the exception of sensory, that should occur near the hand wash station, and hands must be washed immediately after. Uniforms and clothing should be kept in good repair and free from debris. Rips or tears in clothing should not exceed ½ an inch. Nothing is permitted to be pinned, clipped, or hanging above the waist. This includes glasses, pens, pins, cards. Lockers should be used to store personal items such as shoes, pens, jackets, and sweatshirts, and food or drinks cannot be kept in lockers. This is to prevent pests from eating and being present in the facility. Smoking can only occur outside in designated locations. Jewelry is not permitted, with the exception of medical alert bracelets, necklaces, and plain metal wedding bands. Perfume, cologne, strong detergents, fingernail polish, fake eyelashes, and acrylic nails are not permitted as well. Associates who are sick should stay home. When you come to work and you're sick, you risk infecting others, not giving yourself enough time to heal, and infecting the food. Singular instances are not an issue. When it becomes a recurring theme, that's when we get concerned. Make sure to follow appropriate and proper incident reporting and notify your supervisor in the event you get hurt on the job. 2% of U.S. adults and 5% of U.S. infants suffer from allergies. Food allergy is an immune system reaction that can occur soon after eating, touching, or breathing certain foods. Common reactions are digestive issues, hives, swollen airways, flushed skin, or difficulty breathing. In some people, this can be serious, and anaphylaxis can occur. We use a color coding system to identify allergens. They are plant specific. At Utz Quality Foods, we have dairy, wheat, soy, sesame, and mustard as an allergen. Your facility will have a color coding system, so make sure to pay attention once you get into the facility. Food defense is a cooperative effort to reduce the risk of tampering or intentional contamination of the food supply. Doors should be shut, locked, and not propped open. Bulk unloading equipment such as oils and flours should be locked and secured from the outside. Associates are to be where they belong, and there should be identification available. Restricted access and personal items help keep us safe. Employees are the first line of food defense. How do we ensure food defense? There's the human element. We restrict entry to the facilities via key cards. We verify the identity of unknown visitors. This is why visitors wear a different color hairnet. This is also plant specific. The facility should be physically secured, and storage and use of poisonous, toxic chemicals are kept to a minimum and trained authorized personnel. Incoming materials, storage, and finished products also help ensure food defense. There is an annual challenge of the program. For trailer inspections in the warehouse, we use the acronym PORC, which stands for Pests, Odor, Repair, and Cleanliness. This verifies that the trailers we are using are safe, clean, and ready to ship product. Anyone can place product on hold. In the event something is needed to be placed on hold, contact your supervisor, and the supervisor will contact quality assurance and plant leadership. The plant should fill out the hold tag in the entirety, and the product should be segregated. All items placed on hold must be added to the hold log. In the event you see a pest or a broken bait station, contact your supervisor or manager immediately. Do not touch it. And finally, identity preserved foods. Foods with specific claims derived by various consumer groups and are monitored by special certification agencies. At Utz Quality Foods, we use non-GMO, organic, gluten-free, and kosher. There are specific processes in place that help us abide by each and every one of these. Thank you very much for your time. We look forward to having you as part of the Utz Quality Foods family, and we appreciate your willingness to focus on safe, quality foods.